one of my favorite horror characters in horror history. I don't even want to talk about this character in the spiritual enlightenment way, because if I do, we'd be here for 50 hours because it is it's freaking amazing. It's freaking amazing. All I have to say is, brother Jason, um, it's fucking awesome. I know they made him Caucasian, but he's really a brother in a spiritual way. But anyway, I'm not getting deep into that. I'm sorry. What I want to talk about is because if you do know it, then understand and all that stuff. But if you don't, that is fine. I'm sure you will know one day. And when you do, you're gonna be like, oh my god. So this year, at least, I think I'm right. Um, Friday the 13th. Well, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, turns 30, and it probably is already 30 this year, right? I mean, probably already had its birthday, but I could be wrong. Maybe it didn't pass yet. But this movie, in my opinion, I mean, looking back, I haven't watched a movie in a while. I haven't watched a lot of horror movies in a while, to be quite honest with you. I probably have watched horror stuff and not really thought about it. Sometimes you just watch stuff and you just really don't think about what you watch. I watched a lot of movies that I haven't even reviewed in this channel at all. It's wired. Um, Mainly because I just forgot what movie it is, and that's really it. Sometimes that happens because when you hang out with other people and stuff like that, but not when you're alone. That's different. So, um, was it Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday? It starts off literally, from what I can remember, a woman gunning in a wet towel, running in the woods, and Jason's going after her. The look for Jason is very controversial in this movie. I know a lot of people don't like it. I kind of like it. But it still would have been cool to see that, the steel hockey mask, kind of like what they show in some posters, or I think the actual poster of the movie. I have the movie somewhere. Hold on, let me see. I know I have the Jason Goes to Hell movie somewhere. So this movie is not. I don't know. I mean, I know some people might think that. I mean, well, some people don't really like this movie, but I like it. I do. I like this movie. The reason the reason I like this movie is because, well, I mean, it's different. Look, I bag on Jason X too sometimes, and look, those reviews are old as hell too, and my mind has changed with them over the years. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't want to be too long too because my friend wants to hang out. So, anyways, as I get ready, Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday, is a really fun movie. And yes, from what I look back to, Jason X is a fun movie. These are all fun movies. But as always probably will stand forever, that Jason is really good as where he is at Camp Crystal Lake. That's his home. That's his baby. You could put Jason in other places, of course Manhattan, and I thought that worked pretty nicely. I know some people hate that movie. Even in one Friday the 13th movie, I think it was five, right? That he didn't wasn't in that movie, I think. Even I enjoyed that movie. There was a lot of movies that people just hate that I'm just like, but then there's other movies that people like that I'm just like, now, but it's not like I hate it as I was when I was younger. Not to say I won't watch them and be entertained by them still or like them still. I probably will watch Jason X one day and be like, Jason's badass. That's all I care about. Seriously, man. Seriously. Because that's, look, originally, when you really think about it, I'm not saying there's not really good storytelling in Friday the 13th. They try. But in all honesty, you're just there to see Jason to kill shit. Michael Myers is really the true person that has the story, and so is Freddy. So let them have it, and let have Jason have their little horror fun. You know, that's just me. Jason is the horror villain that is very iconic. Obviously, that mask is iconic as all hell. And I feel like that durag that he had should be iconic too. It is for some people, but for other people, they really like the hockey mask, and I don't blame them. It's just like when you look at that bag, you know something's under there, or you just don't want to fucking deal with it. I'm dead serious. At least with the hockey mask, you can get a visual or be like, okay, all right, I actually see a face, you know? I don't know. That's how I feel with the hockey mask. And I love the hockey mask. I would never hate the hockey mask. Hell no. We need a glow in the dark hockey mask, Jason, in movie, in my opinion. You know, that'd be cool if he had different types of masks for every time he like killed people. That'd be awesome. Still be hockey mask though. That'd be so dope. You know? And then one of the posts, I know I'll still talk about more about Jason Goes to Hell. I just want to gush about Jason right now. But what is it? In one of the posters, I think there was one poster that had a original hockey mask, but they didn't use it in the movie. I think it was the fifth one with that poster. Yo, that movie was just weird overall. I mean, not in general, but the decisions were weird. But I enjoyed that mask too, and I kind of wish they used that also. It's kind of like when you look at the um the Jason Goes to Hell poster. You're like, are they going to use that mask? That looks kind of sleek and cool. You know, probably at the time people looked at it and they'd be like, oh, that would look stupid on him. But when you really think about it, I mean, it worked on Jason X. That mask that he had, I wasn't complaining about it. When he turned into Uber Jason, those looks don't really look bad. Even though I might have some feelings about the movie, that look that he has is fucking awesome. You know, for kind of like they made a whole comic book of Jason looking like that and normal Jason. You know, Uber Jason versus normal Jason. So you could tell that look did something right. You know, but other than that too, with Jason and Jason Goes to Hell, you give him a sister. Before I get to that, in my